as there are some issues that need resolving. They're being resolved. The last thing I know that the excavation permit was signed off by the Minister of Rumi, meaning that the new owners of the property can begin with the excavation. As I reported several weeks ago, I think it was, that because of the higher height, the height of the building, the new building is higher than the previous building. In order to stay within the approved parameters, they would have to go down in order to get more floors than the previous building. So that we are hoping will kick off soon, the excavation of the area to prepare for the final permit. And with that, then, we hope to see the project kick off. So far, there are no indications that the project will not continue or is any kind of jeopardy. If I would answer the question directly, I would almost ask which integrity chamber.
Yes.
But I know, I know the gist of the question. As I've reported also after my return, we are using the provisions of Chapter 7 of the Kingdom Law on Financial Supervision, which is also applicable to the protocol that was signed in May of 2015 between the Dutch government and between the Dutch minister and the St. Maarten minister, Dennis Richardson, on behalf of both governments. That protocol has a provision similar to Chapter 7 of the Financial Supervision Law that says if there's a dispute between the parties, then they can make an appeal to the Council of State. For the past weeks, I've been sitting with advisors of the Legal Affairs Department of the SG and my legal advisor and some external advisors, and we have put together the position of St. Maarten. It's expected that before the end of this week, that appeal will be submitted to the Council of State. So that has that's apart from the decision taken by the Kingdom government to send the instructions. It is not dealing with the content of the instruction. It is actually moving a step, I don't know if you would say backward or a side step, where we are saying instead of appealing the content of the instruction, we are appealing on the dispute. There is a dispute between St. Maarten and Holland, and rather than using the provisions of the protocol to handle the dispute, the Dutch government chose to go to the Kingdom government to issue an instruction to St. Maarten. So one has to see it in the proper legal context and framework. An agreement has been signed, not between the Kingdom government and St. Maarten. An agreement was signed between the Dutch government and St. Maarten. And as I've stated before in press briefings, can you imagine if St. Maarten and Curaçao sign an agreement on whatever, and attempting to execute the agreement, Curaçao walks away, and then St. Maarten goes to the Kingdom government to ask the Kingdom government to issue an instruction to St. Maarten, Curaçao, because Curaçao pick up their marbles and no longer want to play. So in that realm, that appeal has been initiated and will be submitted before the end of this week to the Kingdom Council of State.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more, however you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right, get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah, right. Accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Wow, thank you. Got a confession to make. I love public speaking. This is really fun for me. And when they invited me to come out and talk at LeaderCast, they said, "Oh, you know, the theme of this whole event is powered by purpose, and we'd like you to give a talk on being powered by purpose." I said, "Oh, that's great, because you know, sometimes my talks can get a little bit dark." And I thought, well, this is a nice positive topic. It'll sort of get me in a positive mood. And they said, yeah, come on, and talk about how being powered by purpose is critical to success. And then I got all depressed. Because nobody wants to hear about success. Success is boring. Nobody cares about your success but you. To the rest of us, your success is irrelevant, and it's terrible to talk about success from stage. It'll put all you guys to sleep. Think about a party. You go to a party, who's the worst person you could be seated next to? It's the guy who everything's going right? How's your job? Oh, I'm making millions. How's your health? Oh, I just, got these new biceps. How's your kid? Oh, he's smarter than yours. Like, give me the chair next to the guy in the body cast. He's got the story. So I'll give you the choice. I could tell you a true story about how Jack and I, when we were starting Square, convinced MasterCard to change their rules for card-present aggregation, which was the single decision that, in my mind, enabled Square to come into existence. It's a true story, it's a great story. Or I could tell you another story about a time when I failed to notice that my blind date had an Adam's apple. So you see the problem here. So they said, come and talk about being powered by purpose and purpose leading to success. And I thought about it, and when I actually thought about the things that I've done that have been successful, there was a little bit different motivation. Because the things that I've done that have been the most successful, I have not been focused on a purpose, but on a problem. So in many ways, my success has been powered by problems. And when I thought about this, I was like, oh my God, I can talk about that because problems are interesting. Problems are beautiful. And for those of you who think that problems are sort of negative and things to be avoided, I said, no, no, no. Problems are fantastic. In fact, finding the right problem is transformative. And so today, I want to talk to you about problems. And I could talk about problems for hours, but they've only given me 20 minutes. So I'm just going to sort of hit the highlights, and then I'm going to tell you some of the problems that I've worked with. And the first thing that you find about problems that's just fantastic is that they are obvious. And by the way, if you do an image search and you put the word obvious and problem in the search string, you come up with 50 images of this guy who's got his head, let's just say he's taken his yoga studies a prana too far. But it's a beautiful thing to have an obvious problem. And sometimes that beauty is evident in its absence. So how many of you have been at work and you just don't know what the hell you're doing? You say, why am I here? What's going on? What is the purpose of what am I doing? If you don't know that, then you don't know what problem you're trying to solve. Because problems, obvious problems, give us this clarity. And by the way, sort of the opposite of clarity, the opposite of focusing on something that's clear, is opportunity. So opportunity is very frustrating to me. If I chase opportunity, I always end up confused. Because opportunity is ever present. What is not an opportunity? I mean, there's some empty seats in this room. Is that an opportunity? Probably. But there's thousands of people here. Is that an opportunity? Well, opportunity is ever present. It is overwhelming. If you chase opportunity, you will be grasping in all sorts of different directions with no focus. An obvious problem is great. And the other thing about an obvious problem is that the solution is also clear. Now, I know that this should be a photo of the I-85 bridge. Sorry about that. But does anyone think that the utility crew who arrived on the scene and saw that rock in that road didn't know what they were supposed to do that day?
Across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to my card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free fun miles with first use. Switch to my card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within one calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
This the gentlemen, I don't mean to get down like that. If are you making the whole of box here, you're going on dirty. I must jam decent. Jam like the senior citizen to the whole home. Hey. Somebody scream. Somebody said daddy. Somebody said daddy. Yo, I take it easy right now, speakers, okay? Yeah. Are you ready?